Hallelujah. Indeed. Aisha Brown, Shalom. Joshua Collins, Shalom. D. Dropping bombs out there, Hebrew show. Barbershop, Chop Shop, man. We Indianapolis in the deal.
Oh,
yeah, we got the Indianapolis family in the building. Told y'all we worldwide in this deal. Everybody saying Shabbat Shalom, family. Yeah. Y'all thought we wasn't going on tonight, huh? Hey. Look at I push it out. Let's get it done. So all praise. They piling in too, boy.
still up.
Everybody's still up. Yeah. Shalom, I'll tee out of Memphis, second of Nazarene. What it do? Y'all was waiting? Yeah, no doubt, man. We had a lot to do then. We had to drive. Just getting in nap time. Brothers like Mally, you ain't finna kick back. Let's get it. I was looking for the Wi-Fi code, boy. I'm finna watch me some movies. Yeah. They like, nah, that ain't cracking. Got work to do, baby. I can hear in the building. Y'all see Bulletproof Land? Shalom in the building. Mikael, where you at, man? Come on over here. Let the family know what it is, man. Y'all know I got no love for police.
Not now.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Owner the barbershop up there, man. Yeah. Hallelujah. Look at KJ. About time y'all showed up. Stop joning, man. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, man? We're gonna get started in a minute, man. New moon tonight, too. All praises. Beginning of the 5th biblical month. It coincide with the Sabbath this month, so hey, all praises, man. Yeah, you know, you educated, brother. Your guess better than mine, brother. I don't want to lie to you, you know what I'm saying? That ain't my lane. I don't know all the name of the months right now, brother. Chilling at work till 2 p.m. tomorrow. Dang, boy, what you pulling? 18 or 16-hour shift or something? He said he had work till 2 tomorrow. KJ, 2 p.m. tomorrow.
No.
Boy, you must be. No. Yeah, you not playing no games, huh? Yeah, we're gonna get it done, man. Y'all see the topic. Barbershop, Chop Shop, Indianapolis. It's a new moon. We're gonna do a new moon class, basically. We're gonna go into 2nd Maccabees, the 6th chapter. 2nd Maccabees, the 7th chapter. Feel me? And give our brothers and sisters some encouragement in this hour of tribulation because it's getting hectic out here. You understand? So we're gonna start this off in 2nd Maccabees, the 6th chapter first. See, my Egg can read, at least read for Hebrew. You see, Shabbat Shalom family. Yeah, we starting late tonight. We had to travel. You understand? We had to put a beloved brother Dawid in the ground today. May the Most High have mercy on that Hebrew. You understand? Then we had to travel. We got done late, then had to travel up to Indianapolis. So we here with the family in Naptown. In a barbershop. How ironic is that? Barbershop, Chop Shop in Indianapolis. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get it done. First scripture we're going to start in 2nd Maccabees, the 6th chapter. 2nd Maccabees out the Apocrypha, 6th chapter. Let's see. Man, if y'all don't know, in 1611, when the Bible was translated from Hebrew into English, the Apocrypha, y'all see that 1611 right there? That little red book everybody got is in here. Let me go ahead and flip to it so y'all see I ain't lying, y'all. Y'all see what's going on. All of it is one book. Yeah, I got you on that too. I see you want to get a debate on. You feel me? So I'm gonna make sure I inbox you. Right? That right there says Apocrypha. Apocrypha. First book is First Esdras. All right, so the red book, hold that book up for me, y'all. That right there is in this book right here, 1611 King James Bible. All right, so these are not funny books. These are not comic books.
Right.
This is part of the Bible. All right, so I'll pray. You all good? Everybody all good? Before we get started, any questions though? I know first time meeting a few of the brothers up here with the family. Any questions? Go ahead and fire off. You feel me? We ain't nothing special. You got questions? The Bible got the answers. We just study a little bit. That's it. Brothers just like y'all, same problems. You feel me? Same afflictions. Go through the same thing everybody else go through. So if there's any type of questions or anything, it's all good. Like you got a question. I feel good, Jay. All you good? Yo, they're smashing that lamb. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I just wish I had time to get my notes. I came straight from work.
Oh, okay. Okay. We should need a pen and paper or something?
I got plenty of pens and paper. Huh?
We can get it done.
Give them, yep, bad.
We about to go into some of our history.
Where the highlighters is right there, that little small part. Right there is pen.
Yeah.
Then I got plenty of notepad paper in that bag. All the way up.
It's going down regardless. All the understanding can be had. We're gonna go into a little bit of our history. You know, usually they tell us Black History Month, but really tell us about people like who were some of the people they tell us about? I forgot. Frederick Douglass, which he get who? Drew. Yeah. Oh yeah. What's that brother? I forgot his name. All type of, but the whole point I was saying it is because they give us history after the plantation or during the plantation and slightly after. They don't never let us know biblically. Like y'all got history. Like you got forefathers whose names ring bells out here, like thousands of years. You talking about Moses? You feel me? He grew up in Egypt. That's in Africa. You understand? Jesus had to hide out in Africa. You feel me? They were trying to kill him. You think about Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel. All these men were men of color, in and out of captivity of slavery. They whole life. You understand? So, first thing to get rid of is that this is a white man's book. As in, when you think white, you think like the Caucasian, because he's not white like that brother shirt right there. He's more the derivative of red. He more like young redneck, so he more like pink, like his shirt, closer to that. You understand? So this is not a Caucasian book per se. The first country mentioned in the Bible was what country? Who knows? Huh? Yeah, first country mentioned. That's the biblical name, but what they call it today? Ethiopia. Ethiopia is Cush. You get in Genesis, the first and the second chapter. The first country ever named in the Bible was in Africa. It was Ethiopia. You understand? That's clue number one. Is a so-called black man's book.
Yeah.
You understand? They ain't say nothing about Nova Scotia. You know what I'm saying? Switzerland. They ain't say nothing like that. First country mentioned is Ethiopia, which has a rich history, more rich than Egypt actually, but that's a whole nother topic or whatever. So we're gonna get into a time when so-called Greeks were trying to oppress us. You feel me? Today you got a lot of so-called Negroes that get into fraternities, sororities. I got them in my family too. You feel me? But had you really known the history of the Greeks and the hell they poured out on us, you wouldn't be claiming you was Greek. Nothing.
Right.
You understand? They have a conference every 4 years called the Pan-Hellenic. Hellenic conference every 4 years. Greek culture. You feel me? So whether you're talking Q-Dogs or Kappas or Alphas or Deltas or Zetas, whoever you're talking about, if you're talking about Greek culture. So what we're going to get into today is in the Apocrypha. It's in the Maccabees. Now, the Maccabees and them, Matthias had a whole bunch of sons, and when they seen the Greeks bringing that hell on us, him and his sons was like, we'll die if we let y'all get that off. Like, we're not about to convert to y'all way of living.
What's up?
You understand? Now, today, our people is running on automatic. A Negro will fight you. You told him he wasn't no Greek. He wasn't no Roman. Or he wasn't
no cute dog.
Yeah, he'd be ready to bang with you. But what we're going to get today, we're going to show where even an old man, he stood up You understand? We're gonna go into a woman too. We got a mama in our Ima in our house. We got a mother in the house, right? We're gonna show our ancient mother and how strong she was. She had 7 sons. 7. She was die hard down with the Most High God. She told her sons too, y'all better stand up. Like we don't hear that today. Like, but come on home, baby. Just sell out. Come on home. Mama love you. Big. You know what I'm saying? We got a God we gotta serve. We can't turn our back on him for the sake of eating pork for 3 more seconds, sir.
Right.
All right. So we about to get into that. It's a little bit of our history, and it's really here to comfort us. These scriptures actually comfort us. Matter of fact, if you can, before you grab what is that? Romans 15:4 for me, real quick. Romans 15:4, and then 2 Peter 3, 1 and 2. That's real quick. Give y'all an example of what I'm talking about.
2 Peter 3.
Yeah, 2 Peter. We're going to Romans 15:4 first, and then we're going to do 2 Peter 3, 1 through 2. All praise and glory and honor to the Most High. Honor and humility, STL, Melchizedek Order, STL, Sect of the Nazarene, House of Zion, Homeschool. I'm your brother Malachi Maccabee. To my right, I got my beloved Ak in the building.
Shalom, brother. Bulletproof lens.
Yeah. I've seen that brother before. Shout out to our Ak Mikael, Mike, for allowing us to break bread up in his barbershop. So we kept the whole vibration of barbershop, chop shop going. We just in a whole nother city. So may the Most High bless you, brother.
Happy new moon, indeed.
Happy new moon.
Feast day today is a feast day.
That's right. It's the first day of the 5th month.
Romans chapter.
We're going to Romans 15:4 first. Just some quick precepts on why we go into our history. You understand? It's important for our youngsters to know this too. They got Romans 15:4. It's important for our youngsters to know this. They got to know they're not Bloods and Crips or whatever. Episcopalians, Masons, Baptists, any of them. Our women are not whores and strippers. You understand? Like we got a standard. Like when you come back to this, you understand it's a standard the Most High holds us to. A high standard. You understand? And the men just got to man up and just take everything back and put everything back in its proper place. And we do that by standing on the word. Everybody be like, man, something different about you. Like, I don't know. He changed for the better, but he don't take no mess.
You got a code.
Yeah.
You got a code he lived by.
Yeah.
A code that he lived by.
That's right. That's right. No mess. That's right. All right, so let's get this real quick. Show you why we go into the history. And then we're going to get into the story. Romans 15:4. Let's get her done, Hebrew.
Romans chapter 15, verse 4.
Yeah.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime.
Whatsoever things were written aforetime. That's in the past. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Were written for our learning.
Written for our learning. We should not be afraid of the Old Testament, or what's called the Old Testament. Whatever was written aforetime, before you, was written for our learning. All right, come on, Hebrew.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Patience and comfort of the what? The scriptures, that we might have hope. That's our whole point in going into this lesson tonight. Comfort, that we might have hope. Not to scare anybody, just to prepare us. All right? All right, second witness, 2 Peter 3, 2 Peter 3, 1 and 2. All praise and glory and honor to the Most High, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yeah.
Honor and glory of his only begotten beloved Son, our holy Messiah, not the picture you've been seeing your whole life.
Right.
All right. 2 Peter 3, 1 through 2.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1.
Yeah.
This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance.
Stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance. Bring this back to memory. All right, come on. All right.
That ye may be mindful.
That you may be who?
Mindful.
Mindful of who?
Of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets.
Where are the holy prophets found at? Old Testament. Isaiah, Ezekiel. Now, this is the New Testament telling you, read the Old Testament. Be mindful of the words of the holy prophets. That's a good one.
For all the people that don't believe in the Old Testament.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. That Romans 15:4 and that 2 Peter 3. You got 2 scriptures in the New Testament, and there's many more vouching for the Old Testament. All right, come on out.
And of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior.
Right? So be mindful of the words of the holy prophets and of us, the apostles, who he's talking about, because the apostles was pushing what the prophets were pushing. You understand? That the Messiah is coming. And they were like, look, he here. We know who he is. Everything the prophet spoke, it's him. All right? So we're going to get into some of this history real quick. In 2 Maccabees, the 6th chapter. 2 Maccabees, that's in the Apocrypha. I pray brothers and sisters have it. You're going to see that all hell was poured out on us because the Greeks were trying to impose their way of life on us. Now, when something like that happened, you got people that either sell out and you got people that say, oh, no, we're not going to sell out. So you'll never have 1,000% of your people saying, you feel me? No, we're going to stand. You feel me? It's always going to be a few that's going to say, let's just do what Master say.
Right.
You know, even though what Master is saying is a clear violation of what God is saying.
Right.
Yeah, you feel me? Like if they passing laws and legislation they got to do, they're going against your God. When it comes to you, you got every right to stand against that. You feel me? Like they passing certain rights for sodomites or whatever. You feel me? I don't gotta respect that. I don't gotta respect that. I don't gotta. You understand? Like you can't force me to marry a man. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
You understand? Like we got every right to stand against anything that's wicked. Anything else, just certain things in place, like stop signs, speed limits. You know, let's just keep order or whatever. But when they get to passing stuff like walk of the beast, like take all the cash out of society and take a microchip or something, we got to stand against that. You can't take nothing like that. According to Revelations, because if you do, you're finished. You're done. Feel me? So the time is coming where we got to burn. Yeah. The time is coming. We're going to have to totally depend on the Most High God. Period. Right, that time's coming fast.
All the fake ones get separated out.
Yeah.
Get rid of
the real from the frauds.
See Houston nations, McDonald's now, you just go in and order. The kiosk. You know what I'm saying? The grocery stores, you don't even get that shit no more. So you know that's their way of setting it up and getting it ready, conditioning your mind.
They number you to it.
Don't swipe your card. This section only takes debit or credit. You know what I'm saying? This don't take cash at this station. You got to wait over here.
They already got a job where you got a chip to get in the building in your wrist.
Serious.
They slowly
implement it.
This shit ain't going that slow.
No, they're not.
Put your hand up to the machine.
Yeah. Some of us remember when ATMs first came on the scene. I remember you used to have to go inside the bank to get money. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I was a little boy. I remember that. And ATMs pop up. Right? They gradually just been doing it to where you just accept everything now.
They sneaky, boy.
The credit or debit. We gonna get the cash. Not.
I ain't never seen no barbershop that took credit.
Yeah, right.
All right, so let's get to 2 Maccabees, the 6th chapter. We're gonna read 1 through 9 first, and then we're gonna jump down. We're gonna jump down to verse 18.
Yeah, verse what?
1 through 9. 2 Maccabees, the 6th chapter, 1 through 9.
2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 1.
Yeah, 1 through 9, and we're gonna jump down to 12. We'll read them down. Let's get her done.
Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of Elohim.
You see that? So they send in somebody from Athens, which is Greece, and say, you Hebrews, later for living after the laws of God. We about to change everything up you talking about, right? Now today, if our people had known better, they would have never called themselves Greeks. Based on what we about to read. The whole thing is, if we get them away from the worship of their God, we got power over them. They know that. You understand? The whole thing is to keep them sinning against God. To break a commandment of God is to sin against them. Feel me? It ain't because you drunk a bird or something like that or whatever. It's breaking God's law. You understand? As long as they keep you in the vibration of going against the Most High God, they'll rule over you. So they say, let's send somebody from Greece, compel them to go against God. And you look at it today like it's just innocent, let the kids have fun. But it's against the Most High God. And it's the very reason why we get thrown in and out of captivity year in and year out.
And this military tactic right here is not new. They do this today with different countries when they want to sow discord against rebels in the going powers. They send in a delegate in there and whatnot to do a little research on everybody's mindset, what everybody likes, and if they like this side or that side, and then they destroy it from the inside. Just like they do here. They ain't nothing new under the sun.
That no military tactics, huh?
Military tactics.
Could send your diplomats in. They're smiling, waving. Diddly do, neighbors.
Right.
He don't even know the soldiers right behind him. You don't even know it.
I know what Hezekiah did.
Yeah. All right, come on, now let's get it.
Verse 2.
Uh-huh.
And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem.
Wow.
And to call it the temple of Jupiter, Olympus.
See what they did? So they took the temple of God, the Most High God, God of Israel, and they said, this is not a temple of our God. This was a straight spiritual war that turned physical. You see what I'm saying? They're straight an attack from Satan, saying, look, we about to get at the Most High God's temple, and we going to put me up as God up in there. Wow. What else to say?
In Garizim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers,
Gentiles, heathens, come on,
as they did desire that dwelt in the place.
Come on.
The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people.
Y'all see that? When the Greeks took over, this was not no happy day for us. It was sore and grievous because it was an all-out attack on the worship of the God of heaven and earth. You understand? So that's grievous to us because we the ones he made a covenant with.
Right.
That's a problem. Like that should offend anybody. Like, what you mean we gotta become Greeks?
What?
And see, this is where you get your Olympics from. You see Jupiter Olympics in there. You ever trip off what they like, how they compete in the Olympics?
Yeah.
When they run their 100-yard, whatever it is, they got on panties, leotards.
Yeah.
They're naked, in other words. Like back then, they was butt naked. Today they put on these little tights, these little leotards or whatever, and you still can see everybody's shape. They still butt naked. This is Greek culture. This is Greek culture. Wow. All right. Track and wrestling.
Yeah.
Y'all know Ed Breed almost he just slapped somebody on their rear end after they touchdown. Good play, dog.
Slapping ass.
Yeah.
Fist pump.
Yeah. He's under center. Huh? He's a tight end. That's what they call it. You know they don't sound right. That sound right. That sound gay for me. He's a wide receiver.
Oh man, I ain't never even think that.
Yeah.
Got his hands on another man's ball.
Under center, tight end. Y'all know, man. The whole. If you just slow down, look at the coach. It's pure wickedness. Yo, wide, a tight end. All right, come on.
Verse 4.
Yeah.
For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dallied with harlots.
Dang, they had they little whores up in the temple of God, man. Come on.
And had to do with women within the circuit of the holy place.
They in the sanctuary. They in the place where God used to meet with the priest at. The Gentiles and took it all over. The Greeks like, look, this is the temple of Satan, and we bring the whores in here.
Right.
We about to get drunk. We about to kick it. Wow. Come on now.
And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful. The altar also was filled with profane things, which the law forbiddeth.
Yeah, such as swine. You feel me? Like the most, I never accepted the so-called pig as a offering. Like that's not even food in the Bible. Somebody talking about swine or pig or whatever. The pig is nowhere in the Bible mentioned as food. You understand? An apple was more meat than a ham sandwich.
Right.
When you're dealing with the Bible.
Right.
Wow. Come on, bro.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep. Let me read that again. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
So our way of life was outlawed. What we doing now, getting understanding.
Can't fast.
Yeah, they'd have pulled up and locked all us up for doing this. Right? Now this time is coming back around. It's called what you call the New World Order. Y'all done heard that before, the New World Order?
Oh, yeah.
And the Bible is called Jacob's Trouble. That time's coming. What we reading about is coming back full-fledged, full throttle. Real soon. Shouldn't be that hard. You know who you got in your White House right now.
Yeah.
You see what's going on? You see his face on the temple coins over in Jerusalem. This thing about to blow. You understand? He about to make his move shortly. All right, so this time is coming back around. You profess yourself at all to be any of us, you're going to be declared the enemy of the state. And this ain't to scare anybody, just encourage us. Because as we keep reading, we going to see. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
And in the day of the king's birth, every month.
Every who?
Every month.
Hold on, I thought your birthday was once a year.
Every month.
This heathen having a birthday every month. Yeah, come on.
They were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices.
Yeah.
And when the feast of Bacchus was kept.
The feast of who?
Bacchus.
Now that's a Greek god, Bacchus, right? Now that's the yeah. Put it this way, y'all know the symbol they use for a heart today. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Now your heart don't look like that. It look more like a fist.
Right.
You ever any pictures of a real heart? It got a leaf of Bacchus. You know that the women got Bacchus leaf. My husband, my hubby. It's supposed to mean I love my husband. But most people don't know that's not even a heart. And most of you have seen pictures of a real heart. So but you just never made the distinction. Hold on, that ain't even no heart. You feel me? Why do I think that's a heart when my heart don't look like that? Right. You feel me? That's how easy it is to infiltrate your mind. Somebody can just show you something and tell you that's what it is, and you believe it.
That's called brainwashing.
Right?
If that's all you knew when you grew up.
Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Like, for example, bunnies and eggs. Yeah. Right? Easter and all that, right? Yeah. But do bunnies lay eggs?
Hell no.
They don't. You ain't never had no scrambled bunny egg for breakfast. Bunnies don't lay eggs. Snakes, lizards, chickens lay eggs, right? Yeah. But that quick, your mind can be infiltrated. You feel me? If you're not on guard. All right. So when I say the Feast of Bacchus, think about that leaf that everybody think is a heart. It's actually a Bacchus leaf. It's a symbol of a Greek god. Wow.
They get deep.
They get deep, don't it, JR? Yeah, no game. Come on, Hebrew.
And when the Feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in possession to Bacchus carrying idols.
Yeah, so they made them worship this god. Made them. All right, come on now.
Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen.
Of the who?
Of the heathen.
Yeah, your grandmama used to call us heathens back in the day.
Yeah.
We not the heathens. The heathens actually are who you call the other nations, mainly the so-called Greek, the Romans, the so-called white folks today. Those are actual heathens when you're dealing with the Bible. It's not us. We not heathens. If we act like heathens, yeah, that means we just got the spirit of a heathen. But by bloodline, you're not a heathen. You're the chosen of God. You did? When you read heathen in the Bible or Gentile, it ain't talking about you. You feel me? All right, come on now.
By the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashion and be partakers of their sacrifices.
Made them be in their religion. Go ahead.
And whoso would not conform, themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death.
Should be what?
Put to death.
Yeah, that's that New World Order. If you don't want to worship Satan, you're going down. Feel me? This historically happened 2,600 years ago, before Christ was even born. You understand?
Right back full circle.
Yeah, full circle. The Most High requires what's past. Can you read that for me? Ecclesiastes chapter 1. Hold your spot right there. All right. Grab Ecclesiastes chapter 1 for me. Right after Proverbs. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. And Duell, give me Ecclesiastes 3, 14 through 16, I believe it is. The Most High requires what's past. Y'all heard the phrase before, history repeats itself. You heard that, Mama?
Yes.
History repeats itself?
Yes.
Same thing. We are the children of the prophets. They are the children of those that were getting at the prophets.
Right.
Ain't nothing changed except the date.
Right.
You understand? We the same exact people. Yeah, right after, if you got it first, go ahead and grab your Ecclesiastes 3. 14 through, I think it's 14 through 16, if I'm mistaken. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. The one not in the Apocrypha, but the one right after Proverbs.
Ecclesiastes 3?
Yeah, give me chapter 3. Give me chapter 3, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and then give me give me 11 through 14. 11 through 15. Ecclesiastes 3, 11 through 15. And then Baya, give me Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. I'll show you this thing coming right back full circle. You understand?
Ecclesiastes 3?
Yeah.
Verse 11. He had made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he had set the world in his heart, so that no man can find out the work that people made, make it from the beginning to the end.
So he's just saying the Most High put the world in everybody's mind or their heart. You heard people say before, I want to give my children the world. But that's not realistic. The world ain't even yours to get them. You understand? You may want to give them a better upbringing or whatever, but what you mean you're going to get them the world? How when it's not yours to give? You understand? All right, come on, Hebrew. What else you say?
Verse 12.
Yeah.
I know that there is no good in them, but for a man to rejoice and to do good in his life.
That's right. Come on.
And also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of his labor, and it is the gift of God.
Yeah, so enjoy yourself. You understand? Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You work hard enough, bro. Get yourself together. You feel me? Like we in captivity, but it's we obedient to the Most High. He put a hedge around us. Enjoy yourself. You understand? In measure. That don't mean violate the law of God, but there's plenty of stuff we can do to where you still can enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? You work hard enough, put your money up. You understand?
Slaves have babies.
Yeah, man, I'm about to go on a cruise or something, Say slaves had babies, so plenty of loin warfare.
Going
on. All right, come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
Ecclesiastes 1 and 9.
Now let him finish that. He going down to 15. Go ahead, Hebrew. Yeah.
I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever.
Whatever the Most High doeth is forever. Come on now.
Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it.
Oof.
And the Most High doeth, that men should fear before him.
That's right. Come on.
That which hath been is now.
That which have been is now. Yes, you feel me? The past is now. History repeats itself. Right, Mama? Yes. Okay, come on.
And that which is to be had already been.
That which is to be and already happened. This ain't the first time, right? If you see the very same things that your forefathers saw, there's no reason for you to make the same mistakes that they made. Yeah, basically, if you're reading about it. Go ahead, Mama.
What do you mean by he demands?
He demands it. Like, again, history repeats itself. Okay. So, when I was talking about the New World Order, one world government, one world religion, that's what we was reading about in here in this Apocrypha. He was making everybody know you got to worship how I say worship. Okay. So the Most High requires these actions that went down in the past, and he demanded for us to stand for righteousness. We're going to have to do it again. We're going to have to do it again. Hallelujah. Abaya, what's that chapter 1 and 9?
Man, Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9.
Yeah.
The things that had been, it is, that which shall be. And that which is done, it is that which shall be done.
Hallelujah.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
We done heard that before. No new thing under the sun. But we never took out the whole verse.
Read that to 11.
You feel me? Go ahead, keep reading on down to 11.
Is there anything wherefore it may be said, see, this is new? He had been already of old time, which was before us.
Before us.
There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after.
Yeah, the point being is that verse 9, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. Nothing new under the sun. All right, so when we start reading about this, let's get back into it. The second Maccabees, the 6th chapter, and we read at verse 9.
And whosoever would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles to be put to death.
Y'all see that? So we don't convert or get down with the New World Order or worship Satan. It's going to be a death hit that come down on all those that stand up. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Then might a man have seen the present misery.
Jump down to verse 12. Jump down to verse 12. Let's read on now.
Verse 12. Now I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for chastising of our nation.
He says, so don't read this and get discouraged when you read about everything that went down. Just know the Most High chastening us at times to make sure, like, you really gonna worship me. You understand? He allowed these heathens to rise up because we've been rebellious to him. Like, you don't want to worship me? You don't want to follow my commands? Well, you have to follow this heathen command.
Right.
You understand? So certain things are for chastisement. It's like you correct your children. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't let them get away with everything. You're going to have to correct them. Same with the Almighty. Come on, Hebrew.
For it is a token of his great goodness when wicked doers are not suffered of any long time, but forthwith punished.
Come on.
But not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, till they be come to the fullness of their sins. So dealeth he with us, lest that, being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us.
Meaning the Most High get on us quicker than he'll get on the Gentiles, because we know better. It's like you leaving the house, you got your children there, and then the cousins over, right? You come back, mama, your house is a wreck. Who getting punished first? Huh? He getting punished first. Fearing why? Because he know better. You feel me? You have, your cousins, little cousins may get hit too. But he getting hit first. Because he know better. And harder and longer. And you gotta live with me. It's over. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 16. And therefore he never withdraweth his mercy from us.
Yeah.
And though he punish with adversity, yet doeth he never forsake his people.
That's right. So even though we getting punished, don't think he forsook us. Never. All right, come on. Right?
But let this that we have spoken be for a warning unto us.
Yeah.
And now will we come to the declaring of the matter in few words.
All right, here comes the story. All right, come on.
Eleazar,
come on,
one of the principal scribes, and an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh.
Nah, this is a problem for any devout Hebrew because we got a dietary law. We cannot eat pig nor touch it. This is an elder brother. All right? They was going to make him eat this. Have y'all ever seen Goodbye Uncle Tom? The worst slave movie ever. Banned in America is on YouTube. How they was making our slave people eat pig slop, breaking their teeth, and they put a funnel on their mouth and was trying to force them to eat. Yeah. This type of situation was going on thousands of years ago. So they was trying to make this brother go against the Most High because we can't not only eat the pig, we can't even touch it. It's against our law. You understand? It wasn't made for food. It's a garbage disposal. Y'all grew up watching the Flintstones. Some of y'all in here. What was under the sink? It was a pig. It's a garbage disposal. It was never given to you to eat on. You remember that moment? Yeah. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 19.
Yeah.
But he, choosing rather to die gloriously.
Die who?
Gloriously. Than to live stained with such an abomination. Spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment.
You see that? He said, I'm not even going to live stained with this. He spit that hog meat out his mouth and did them. I'm about to walk right over to the torture rack.
Y'all want me yet?
Because he see where this is going. You feel me? If I don't eat this, y'all going to kill me. Well, how about we speed this up? Because I'm not about to eat this. Let's get this over. Get this on over with. So this old brother, you feel me, was like, later for that, I'm spitting that out my mouth and I'm going to meet you at the torture rack. How about that? Let's get this over with. Because I see where this is going. You feel me? And he was like, look, I refuse to have this stain on my name. You're not finna get that off on me because, look, he would have been known as Eleazar, the sellout.
Right.
His whole life he was banging the truth. You feel me? He get 90 years old. Somebody put death on the table. The only thing he'd have been remembered for. Only thing he'd have been remembered for. Who you talking about? Eliezer, the sellout?
Yeah.
That old man lost his mind. You talking about old boy that ate that swine? And he'd have been more mocked at the end. Even though majority of his life he was right. He'd have been mocked at the end because he didn't stand. So he said, I'm gonna do y'all a favor. I'm gonna meet y'all over there. I'd rather die gloriously than live stained. Woo, that's powerful. Come on now.
Verse 20. As it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted.
Do y'all hear that? The pig is not lawful for the love of life to be tasted. Our people today be ready to kill you. You told them they can't eat that.
Right.
This right here saying this is our history. It says it is not lawful for the love of life. I don't care if it's death on the table, you can't eat that. That's what it's saying.
What's that? You got people that'll take death over not eating bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say, hey, we take bacon.
Yeah.
I'd rather die than
have another bacon.
We eat this catfish. You already know. Y'all know how we was raised. Fried bologna sandwiches and all that, man. You get murdered out here. Like, what you mean? Would you say death or the pig? Give me the pig. That's our mindset. But I'm saying in the ancient, where we come from, look, we was so die hard down for our God. You understand that we wouldn't even thought to even eat none of that, even if death was on the table.
Bang,
Back to it, though.
bang, bang, gang, gang.
Famous line. Tell like what happened earlier. Never killed nobody.
Yeah, pork ain't
Tell
never
what
killed
happened
nobody.
nobody. Yeah, earlier, man, I was delivering to a spot, man, in a pizza joint, and he gave me a pizza on the way out. I didn't look at it. I got to my truck and I looked at his swine. I'm like, oh, nah. But I passed this homeless dude. And I'm like, man, I should have given it to him. And then I'm like, nah, I should give him.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I called my op, like, man, I should, you know what I mean? What should I do? Should I feed the brother, or you know what I mean? But I don't want to put that in my mind. Tell me don't put that.
It's like you making somebody else see.
Exactly. Yeah, it's poison.
So I told him, man, just you know, give him a couple dollars and grab something.
Yeah.
Throw that swine
frisbee that pizza across the street.
Don't give it to your dog.
Yeah.
You feel it to your enemy.
You ain't even gonna feel guilty though. That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna feel guilty about that.
You already know your conscience bear with you.
Yeah.
You already knew.
Yeah.
You already knew. You just
Yeah,
needed a
your
second
mind
witness
was
to
telling
that
you.
spirit.
Yeah.
Just need a second witness.
Yeah. Man.
Homeless or not.
Say what you say.
Probably would have enjoyed it, but I was like, I find something.
Hey, what you say? What you say? You wasn't even trying to pick it off, huh? So you gotta watch that. So he was like, man, I'm just gonna pick the bacon off. Man, that whole thing is contaminated. Yeah.
Swine make me. I see it and I smell it. It do something to me like I'm about to throw up.
Yeah. You don't hear. Yeah, get her gone. But notice to say it's not lawful for the love of life to be even tasted. You understand? So even if death was on the table, where we come from, where the vibration the Most High made us in, we'd die before we ate that. Period. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
21. But they that had the charge of the wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision.
That's okay. This man's serious. Now, this is what we're going to do, right? I bet. Well, go get you some flesh that you can eat. Go get that. This is what we're going to do. We're going to compromise real quick. You got a whole bunch of lamb over there, a whole bunch of beef and, you know what I'm saying, bullocks and all that, but go grab that instead. We see you don't want to eat the swine. Well, go grab what you can eat. All right? Go ahead, Op.
Such as was lawful for him to use. And make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king.
So he just told him, act like you ate the swine, but it really would be the food that you got. But act like it.
Right.
Go ahead and tap dance, you feel me? Act like you eating swine, but you know and I know that it ain't no swine, but the crowd will believe it is. What do? Death is on the table.
Mislead the people.
That is. Because remember, everybody's watching.
Right.
Right?
You elder too?
Yeah.
You elder?
None of us live and die unto ourselves. Somebody taught you how to tie your shoes, wipe your rear end. You understand? Everybody's looking at you, engaging what you're doing. Right? So even though the tormentors may have known it wasn't swine, the Eleazar may have known, what about everybody in the crowd he raised?
Right.
What about his grandbabies and his children and all them young men he raised up to be grown men in the truth? They watching. Like, what he finna do? So the Greeks say, well, look, we ain't gonna kill you. How about we just make a deal? Go grab what you can eat. Everybody gonna think that you ate the swine, act like you ate the swine, but you ain't do it. How about that? Well, wait, come on, let's get it.
22.
Yeah.
That in so doing, he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find faith. But he began to consider discreetly.
They had to think about this. Like, hold on, what y'all asking me to do? Do some acting, huh? Come on.
And as became his age,
Woo.
And the excellency of his ancient years,
Woo.
And the honor of his gray head,
come on,
whereunto he was come, in his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by Yah.
That's his education. The holy law made and given by the Most High. He started reminiscing childhood and everything. Start tripping off how he, the name he got out here. Good name is better than gold. Name he got out here. How he been raised in the law since he been breathing. You feel me? He tripping off all this. Come on, Hebrew.
Therefore he answered accordingly.
Yeah.
Let me read that again.
Yeah.
Therefore he answered accordingly and willed them straight ways to send him to the grave.
He told them, send me to the grave.
That's right.
I ain't even gonna act like I ate that.
Yeah.
You see? Let's stand up, man. Don't that make you feel good? You're like, dang, they're my forefathers. You know what I'm saying? You start, you get that courage. You understand? Yeah. And then like Yak saying, that's an old head. Brother like 90 years old. Yeah. So today, this you being when he old and see now, he lost his mind. The elders say, send me to the grave. Yeah. I'm not even gonna act like I ate that. Right. I don't care how cool you think we is. We need that background, that vibration, that spirit for my men and our women. You feel me? Like that's honorable. That's who the Most High looking for. And this man got his ink. We still talking about him 2,600 years later. Eleazar the elder, man. Yeah. You understand? Send me to the grave. See, now how many today for a proper check, an act, put on a dress? How many men put a dress on? How many men will do something homosexual to get a certain role in a movie?
What?
You understand? So they ain't got to be back on the bus no more.
No, they just acting. Now it's just acting.
It's just acting, right? Everybody try to throw it out
really gay.
It's just acting.
Well,
we see
really gay.
Yeah.
I was about to say that ain't acting.
Yeah.
I was hot when I seen everybody had this white boy.
Yeah, I seen that. I said,
not everybody ain't good.
Yeah. So we see our people that were never about to act. Yeah, that's off. Like you just laid your manhood down. You understand? Yeah. Now, a lot of them famous entertainers, man, they miserable. They suicidal. You understand? Right. Yeah, you done sold your soul to the devil, man. Did all type of evil stuff. For what? A check?
Then you realize the money ain't even worth it.
Yeah. Feel me? The more that was saying. When we gonna get back to where our morality is higher than any type of monetary value they can give you?
Right.
Like you shouldn't be able to be bought. Should nobody be able to tell you, like somebody asked you, well, how much money would you take to,
right,
get your Tyler Perry on, put a dress on?
You got the faking and shit.
You understand? You like, dang, I am behind on my bills.
Just like
my wife running them off, and I'm kind of jammed up right now. Nah, you supposed to be solid across the board. You ain't got enough money in the world. Ain't enough money in existence to buy me off.
I'm offended that you asked me.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh?
Yeah, it might be
pistol play.
Yeah, it might be some problems. What you mean?
I look like Jesus decided to took the silver.
Yeah, Judas.
To snitch on him.
Right.
Yeah.
Killing
no
himself.
compromise.
Ain't no compromise, man. Ain't enough money in the world. Ain't enough money in existence to get you to go against your God, man.
Yes, sir.
Period. Send me to the grave.
kill me.
That's the mindset we gotta have, man. Men and women.
It's crazy because other nations won't go against their gods.
That's
But
what the
we
script
will.
say too.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's what the script say too.
Yeah.
Israel does
That's
not
a perfect
consider.
example.
They don't consider.
That
I
in
am
your
not
head. If they put death on the table today, I'm thinking
Eleazar.
standing up.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Get
I mean, it's only temporary.
Look,
I'm
this is short
gonna
pain.
hand them the strap. Here you go.
Yeah. You say you go ahead and get it on over.
That's your business.
But that knows what the Bible said. The Bible's like, look, them other nations are very on time when it comes to their God and their customs. You feel me? St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
They gonna do that every year. Christmas, they gonna do that. Thanksgiving, they gonna do that. Halloween, they gonna do that. The date was Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
They gonna do. Look, these other nations are on time for their gods and everything, man. We the only ones that's just off. You understand? You tell somebody, look, we ain't supposed to be doing that. We supposed to be doing Passover, tabernacles. We're supposed to be doing what the Messiah did. That's what we supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to be like copying heathens. That's the Most High's enemy. What are you doing?
Right.
You feel me? But that's a good point. I want to hit that real quick. Jeremiah 3. You hold your spot right there. Give me Jeremiah 3, 12 through 15. I need Jeremiah 2 as well.
Jeremiah chapter 3, starting at verse 12. Starting at verse 11. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 11. And the Most High said unto me, the backsliding Israel hath justified herself more than treacherous Judah.
So the nation was split at this time. You had the northern kingdom, Israel, and the southern kingdom, Judah. Kingdom that Christ came out of, Judah. Right? But we all 12 tribes combined. This nation been split since Solomon became wicked. The nation split after that, right? So we're saying, Israel is worse than Judah. Judah is doing the same thing Israel is doing. All right, go ahead.
Go and proclaim these words toward the north and say, return, thou backsliding Israel, saith the Most High, and I will not cause my anger to fall upon you.
Ooh.
For I am merciful, saith Yahweh, and I will not keep anger forever.
He said this return. When you see turn, the Hebrew word is tashuvah, I mean repent. And when he telling you to turn, he telling you, look, return back to me. You feel me? Return back to the righteous path, which is the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? Follow the Messiah, because that's what he followed. He's the blueprint. See what I'm saying? So when you see turn or return, that's the word for repent. Tashuvah in Hebrew, turn back. Get off that wickedness and start being righteous.
And look, it's crazy because when you tell our people, man, repent, they got like you telling them to commit sin.
Yeah.
For real, man.
What?
Yeah. Or they act like they did that 50 years ago.
Right.
Still doing all type of evil. You understand? Go ahead, Hebrew.
Yeah. Right. Verse 13. Verse 13. Only acknowledge thy iniquity.
Do what?
Only acknowledge thy iniquity.
So off the first step to our repentance to God is to acknowledge we've been evil. I have not been faithful in what you commanded us. Acknowledge your iniquity. It's like it's just like with people. You may have wronged somebody. Do you just assume they forgive you? Or do you say, hey, let me rap, let me holler at you. Dude, look, I was off for that. Like, you got to acknowledge where you was wrong yet before you and him can even be cool again.
Right.
Right? You can't just assume God forgive you. You got to, how many times you going to feel comfortable going before the Most High God and say, well, I was evil last night. You feel me? Eventually you're going to be like, let me check myself. Let me get myself together. Because I don't even like admit I was evil. Right. I was wicked. Acknowledge your iniquity. Return to me, but you first must admit I've been off. I've been wrong. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Only acknowledge thy iniquity.
That's the Mario Brothers. What? That was? That bring back memories. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Only acknowledge thy iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against Yahweh thy Elohim.
Yeah.
and hast scattered thy ways to the strangers.
The Gentiles. Go ahead.
Under every green tree.
Still under them trees on Christmas. Still under there, grabbing your gifts. That's an altar to another God. Got nothing to do with the Bible. Under every green tree. Go ahead.
And ye have not obeyed my voice, saith Yahweh.
14. What does it say?
Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Most High. For I am married unto you.
He said we married. You know how it means to be married. Like, you know, you a man, you got your woman. The Most High saying, I'm the man, you my woman, as a nation. Right? We married. This is a blood covenant we talking about here. Right? So I am married unto you. Come on.
And I will take you one of a city.
Yeah.
And two of a family.
Come on.
And I will bring you to Zion.
15. What does it say?
And I will give you pastors
or shepherds. Come on.
According to mine heart.
According to the mind of God. Feel me? Not like these Creflo Dollars and TD Jakes and all that. Real men is going to teach the word of God. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Knowledge and understanding. Go back one chapter, chapter 2. I need verses 10 through 13. Jeremiah 2, 10 through 13. It's to back up what my Akabaya said.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 10.
Like my Aki say on the comment board, we cheated on God. We played the whore. And we married to the Most High, we as woman, and then we went and started flirting with other gods.
And we still cheat.
Yeah. We still doing it. Most High say, get it together before I go into judgment. See, that's what a lot of people don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about, look, if I keep tripping, eventually, Big Mama gonna get on me, right? She may say, hey, stop that. Stop that. Boy, stop that. And then come on down with it. Fire! You be like, dang! Eventually, the Most High coming with that overhand right.
That meat is grease.
You know what I'm saying?
That meat grease.
Yeah. He's showing you mercy now, but eventually.
Then you got that feeling in your stomach when you get your report card.
Yeah. 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 All right, come on, Hebrew.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 10.
Yeah.
For pass over the isles of Chittim.
Yeah, or Greece. Kingdom. Come on.
See, and sin unto Kedar, and consider diligently, and see if there be such a thing.
He like, go look and holler at these Gentiles, right? See if there be any such a thing. What kind of thing? What does it say?
Have the nation changed their gods, which are yet no God?
The nations don't change their gods. Right. They still worship who they worship. Hail Mary. Huh? The Greeks still into Poseidon and Jupiter and all that. It's just what it is. You feel me? The Romans still into who they into. The Africans still into it. Arabs worship who they worship. Right. The Asians worship who they worship. But you change your God. Man, look, it's a Negro in every religion on planet Earth, including Mormonism.
They racist.
And look, and they used to teach we was what?
Cursed.
Yeah, cursed black. Cursed with dark skin. It's Negro Mormons now.
But then buying milk.
Is that what a Moor
$100.
Nah, that ain't where that come from. That come out of Islam. That come out of Islam. Yeah.
I thought it sounded like it did. Like I had a conversation with a brother. It sounded like it.
But Hebrews,
he kept saying,
they asked.
We was here before. We already been in America. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah, I hear you. But like the same one to tell you, it's so many square miles on the earth. You be like, all right, now you know that. What you gonna do with it?
Right.
You feel me? Because in the end, he ain't went and measured the whole earth. Right. Length times width to get the square miles on nothing. So you trusting somebody else's research to tell you how many square miles on the earth. And then what? How is it gonna change you?
Yeah.
You still evil.
Right.
You understand? You still plotting to get over on your brothers and sisters. Like, you knowing the square mileage on the earth don't change nothing. At all. You knowing how far the sun supposed to be don't change nothing. Right. You feel me? We think we can get so much knowledge and just, we arrive. No, there's a moral standard that you got to stand on, man. You feel me? And that's the law of God.
Yes.
Yeah. Making many books, there is no end. Yeah. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 11.
Yeah.
Have a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods?
Come on.
But my people have changed their glory for that which doeth not profit.
See, heathens don't change their gods, but we do. And none of their gods or philosophies or ideology ever profited us. Feel me? What good is it for you to claim you a Greek?
Right.
What that done did for us? Destroyed us even more.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Be astonished at, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid.
He told the heavens, be afraid at this, man. Be astonished. Come on.
Be ye very desolate, saith Yod Hey Wat Hey.
Come on.
For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewn them out Christians. Broken Christians.
Cisterns.
Cisterns.
You all good, huh?
Cisterns. Broken cisterns that can hold no water.
If this had holes in it, it'd be no good to me.
Right.
It couldn't hold water. The Most High, like you done forsook me, the fountain of living waters, for something that can't even hold water.
Yeah.
That's what he compared her gods to. Like if I took a knife right now and poked the side of this could profit me nothing. Nothing. All right? Come on, Hebrew. Was that it for that?
Verse 14.
That was it for that. That was it. Oh, no, read 14. 14, good.
Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
Right.
Why is he spoiled?
Is he a homeborn slave? Israel is a slave. He is a servant. Why is he robbed? Robbed of everything. You feel me? Spiritual understanding, physical riches, and everything. How are you a slave in your name Israel, which means a prince of God? You were made to rule the earth. But you a homeborn slave? You comfortable? Pop fireworks on July 4th, flying the American flag. You feel me? You comfortable. You ain't considered like, hold on, I'm supposed to be running the entire earth, man.
Right.
You feel me? Not even a block. I mean, you talking about blocks growing up. We talking about we're supposed to be running the earth, cities. Yeah. Wow. So let's get back to this. I want to do that because I brought that out. Like the other nations don't change their gods. We do. Right? Every few years.
Yeah, you just said.
Yeah. You see the Negro tomorrow, he'll be a Scientologist.
Right.
Founded by LaRon Hubbard. Farrakhan into that now.
Yep.
Farrakhan emerged the Nation of Islam with Scientology. Wow.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, look up Farrakhan and Scientology. Yeah, he's preaching.
What did he say?
He's a known Satan follower, teaches about the cross.
Yeah.
Him and Jack Parsons, the name is like a moon name after.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
That's crazy.
All them cats was evil was all here. They were students of your boy Alistair Crowley. Evil. Yeah. Quran 2, Cal 40, Cal 122 in the Quran. They tell you that the Israelites are God's chosen people. The law was given to Moses. They tell you in the Quran that. When I asked the Arab, I say, why your Quran speak about the Bible don't speak about the Quran? Why is that? Oh, my brother. Yeah, and I'm your brother.
Yeah.
Right? But they sell pork.
Yeah.
Oh, they Arabs sell pork. Yeah. Y'all not devout Muslims.
Right.
Y'all not really down for this. You understand? Real talk. Look, they know. Look, everybody knows what it is, man. You got to come back to the Bible to even validate what you're talking about. To be a famous movie producer, you got to know the Bible.
Yep.
Think about all the end time movies. Independence Day, 2012.
They all quoted.
Everybody quoting the Bible. Ain't nobody quoting the Quran.
Right.
You know, the scrolls in India, some damn word. The Egypt. Ain't nobody quoting the Egyptology, the Book of the Dead.
No.
Ain't nothing getting no type of nothing except the Bible.
Right.
Where you say that was that in the Quran?
Cal, C-O-W, Cal 40 and Cal 122. Yeah, when you pull it up, when you pull it up, make sure they read it 40. The Cal 40 is a verse, and Cal 122 is a verse. You're gonna see it's talking about the Israelites in there. You feel me? And the laws were given to Moses.
Got one too. It's Surah 5, Ayat 44. Want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, read. Yeah, of course.
It says, and this is coming out of the Quran and shit. It says, surely we revealed, it says the Torah, which is Torah. So surely we revealed that the Torah, in which was guidance and light, with it the prophets who submitted themselves, judged for those who were Jews and the masters of divine knowledge and the doctors, because they were required to guard of the book of God.
Jews.
Yeah, that's us.
This is it.
That's in the Quran. Look, they don't say the Torah.
So the book of God, if the Quran ain't the book of God, then what they talking about?
The Bible.
The Bible.
They vouching for the Bible. So ain't no use in reading the Quran.
Yeah.
That's how the Quran doing middleman.
Look,
Yeah.
I heard that the guy who wrote the Quran went into a coma and woke up with all this prophecy stuff. I'm like, no.
Yeah, Muhammad was in a literary camel jockey. He couldn't even read or write.
Camel jock and a pedophile. I said it. Fried to in the butt.
Yeah. Take it to the stage. What you talking about? Take it to the stage.
I don't know about that house chart.
Yeah. All right, so that's what it is. Yeah, but yeah, Cal 40, Cal 122. You said that was Surah. What?
544.
That was Surah. S-U. Yeah, C-O-W. Cal. Like the animal.
Cow.
Yeah, Cal 40. And Cal 122.
Google that.
And what was that one you had?
Surah 5.
Spell that.
So S-U-R-A. Surah 5.
Yes,
45.
5 and
44.
5.
44, like verse 44. Chapter 5. Verse 44.
No doubt. I hear you, y'all D. You know, everybody ain't on me though. We making a distinction between the God of Israel and the God of Mecca. Right. You understand? That's what we making the difference in. All right, let's get on back to the second Maccabees, man. Second Maccabees 6th chapter.
Second Maccabees chapter 6, verse 24.
Ooh.
For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble.
Our age is not a reason to sell out. For how old you get. You understand? Age is not an excuse to sell out and go against the Most High.
Right.
All right, go ahead. Al.
Whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10.
90. That score is 20. So 4 is 80. You got 10. He was 90 years old, man. Notice he was tripping off the young persons, the young jokers he raised up. He like, boy, everybody in the crowd won't think I flipped. Because I acted like I went against God.
Right.
He like, oh, no. Just because I'm 90 don't give me a right to sell out. I got to stand on it. All right, go ahead, bro.
Were now gone to a strange religion. And so they through mind hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me.
He said, I'll be a hypocrite, man. For my desire to live a little longer, the crowd will be deceived by me, my actions. He's thinking about everybody else. He ain't thinking about himself. He's like, look, I'll die before I had that stain on my name. I'll mislead everybody. And I'm gonna be who you talking about? Old ass Eleazar that sold out, that ate the swine. Yeah. You feel me? And he'd be shamed and round up with his head down, and that would be the legacy of him. You gotta guard your name, man. You gotta guard it. All right, come on, Negro.
And I get a stain to my own age, old age, and make it abominable. But though for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of Almighty.
Woo!
Neither alive nor dead.
He like, look, I may escape you heathens' hands for a few seconds, but I ain't gonna escape the Almighty, living or dead. See, more respect, in other words, fear God and not man. The Messiah told us that in Matthew the 10th chapter. Don't fear him who can destroy your body. Fear him who can destroy your soul and your body in hell. That's who you fear. Fear God. You feel me? That's the vibration we need around, man. You feel me? Other than that, we be defeated spiritually and all. You got to be more afraid of your God than the police.
Yeah, right.
You understand? Like that frightens the powers that be. Y'all know that, right? That scare them. They be like, boy, what kind of man is this? And then once all the men start linking up and got that same type of vibration, you can call it quits. Because you can't control. Once you can't control a man with death, he's a threat. He's a threat. You can't control him.
He ain't scared to die.
Feel me? Like, damn, what we gonna do with him? Like, he ain't scared to die, nothing. He's standing boldly on his God. Boldly. Like, we don't know what to do.
Get him out.
Yeah. You hit him and then everybody else, you feel me? Don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop. The Messiah's mission been moving for over 2,000 years.
And that's what they try. That's what they've been trying to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like in Egypt when they, you know what I'm saying, try to kill all the male babies. Yeah. And again, you know what I'm saying, when they did this Abraham, and you know what I'm saying, like in the movies and stuff, they you know what I'm saying, like the Purge movie.
The Purge,
the Purge movie.
Yeah.
They trying to, you know what I'm saying, talk about killing all blacks. But look how the Most High so cold. The Most High so cold, he shed other nations, women wombs up.
Yeah.
And they ain't even having kids, man. And Hebrew Israelites, man, they having kids at the whip work.
Probably talking about popping babies. You know how it is.
Since 2016, their death rate has been higher than their birth rate. The white people here in America.
Yeah, we talking about that last Shabbat.
So that means they're dying. They're dying off quicker than they're being born.
And that's almost true. You gotta think, when they make these movies, they still loosely base them on the truth.
Yeah.
I've been reading like little stuff where why you think all these KKKs and stuff is rising back up?
Yeah.
Because Mexicans and blacks is making more babies than they are.
They keep saying.
That's why they worried about.
I mean, you can't breathe when our sisters they pregnant.
Yeah,
they breathe when them wrong, it's over. Pregnant, dang. You feel me? But they got to go to all type of, you know what I'm saying, fertilization clinics and all that.
Yeah. Just like I was watching that King Tut movie or documentary, whatever it was. It was a movie. The little guy messed around with a black chick because they was trying to keep it in the family. The chick kept having miscarriage. Then that chick got pregnant. She tried to do all types of stuff. That chick stayed pregnant. She ended up killing her. She couldn't get her to miscarry. She kept losing all her babies she was trying to have. Wow. Black chick stayed pregnant.
Yeah, our women are lively. That's what the scriptures say. Hebrew women are lively. Well, they pop babies like it's nothing. You talking about some 9-10 months? Boy, do that like it's 9-10 days. Baby, be her. Some of us know.
I was in the store seeing a young chick like she was 21, had 6 kids. I look, man, she was this short, she was skinny. I had to step away from her. I was like, I don't even want to be that close to you.
Our women are lively. You understand? The Most High blessed our loins. Where we can have babies and trip up there in the worst conditions, man. We eat the worst food, drink the worst water, live in the worst society. You understand? Genes is off the chain. Can you imagine when we are back in our righteousness, boy?
And our genes always dominate.
Our kids come out looking just like us.
And if it's another
that's all me.
And if it's another race, our genes always dominate. That's how strong they
is. We the original man.
We are the chosen people of God. That's why your melanin going for like $360-something a gram. Your actual melanin will make your skin brown and all that. They straight, or look, it sell higher than any drug on the market. Melanin. You feel me? That's why a lot of the brothers is coming up missing when they find them, their organs are missing. You understand? They jacking the melanin, they liver, they lungs. You feel me? Melatonin, whenever you talking about, like these heathens actually get melanin injections in them. They're enemies of the sun. They burning up and everything. They dying quicker than they being born. These very Greeks that everybody trying to be like. Yeah, you check on out. All right, come on, Hebrew. Where we at?
Second Maccabees chapter 6, verse 27.
Yeah.
Wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I will show myself such a one as mine age requires.
That's right.
And leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy law.
Die willingly and courageously for God. He said he's going to leave that example for the youngsters. Come on.
And when he had said these words, immediately he went to the tournament.
I'm already at the chopping block. What's good? 90. Ain't scared of nothing. Wow. Come on. We said, let's go. Come on.
They that led him, changing the good will they bear him a little before into hatred, because the aforesaid speeches proceeded as they thought from a desperate mind.
Oh man, they said he's going crazy. The same Gentiles that wanted him to sell out, they turned angry at him. He done went crazy. Like, so our response to not going against our God sounds crazy to everybody else. Y'all mean y'all would die?
Yeah.
You would die before you ate some bacon, pork bacon? That sounds crazy to everybody else, because everybody else be like, "Yeah, you tripping?
Yeah.
What is you talking about?" So when he answered like that, the Greeks was like, "This man has lost his damn mind.
Right.
We really go have to lay him down for this."
It ain't even that deep.
Yeah.
That's what they think. It ain't even that deep.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it is that deep.
But our reason trumps our desires. You feel me? Our God and the morals he gave us trumps our desires, even if that desire is something that you flinching at, like death or whatever. Like even if death is on the table. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's something that you want to do is on the table, but you know it's against the Most High. You feel me? Our love for the Most High trump any of that. Our fear, our desires, any of it. Yeah. Now that's radical to a lot of people, because they like, well, I can't control him. Can't control him. You understand? Can't buy him off. You can't scare him off. Right? You can't even shame him because he holds himself to the law of God. That's the 3 ways you control him. Yeah, they're trying to call it that. The boys of revolution.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Verse 30. But when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said, "It is manifest unto the Most High that have the holy knowledge, that whereas I might have been delivered from death, I now endure sore pains in body by being beat. But in soul am I well content to suffer these things."
Yeah.
Because I fear him.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but same thing happened with the Messiah, the Son of God. He had to be tortured, you understand, to receive eternal life. He's like, I fear him. He's like, even though I'm in pain, in my spirit, I'm content. Because I know I did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I may be temporarily going through a little pain or whatever, but I know I did the right thing. You understand? Because I stood up for the laws of my God. See? Even though I'm suffering, in my spirit, I'm straight. I'm like, yeah, whatever, heathen. You better get your lick off now. You feel me? Because there's a day of judgment coming. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Hero.
And thus this man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble courage and a memorial of virtue, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation.
That's powerful. Give me 2 Timothy 3 and 12 real quick, all right? 2 Timothy 3 and 12. If you can, give me Acts 14, 19 to 22. 3 and 12, all right? 2 Timothy 3 and 12.
Verse 12.
Yes, sir. 2 Timothy 3, verse 12. 2 Timothy 3 and 12. And then I need Acts 14, 19 to 22. DeWill, give me Acts 15 and 26. Like this is something that's all throughout the Bible. Even when you read in the book of Hebrews, that's in the New Testament, the 11th chapter, it goes into a long list of men and women who laid their life down for God. You feel me? A lot of the prophets were stoned, murdered. Isaiah was sawn in half. They threw that by his own people. But they hated to hear what he was saying. You feel me? They threw that brother in a log and sawed him in half.
He was laughing the whole time.
The whole time. Like, boy, y'all wicked. Y'all wicked.
Eliezer just said his soul was content.
Yeah. I remember Stephen got stoned by his own people. Yeah. Stephen got stoned, and he while he was getting put to death, he had prayed to God and say, Lord, don't even lay it to their charge.
Not to their charge.
They don't even know what they're doing. How hard is that, boy?
Man,
you was straight asking God, like, because you know your people blind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be easy for you to be like, they go out with you, they're spitting and all that. But that's easy. But how hard is it for you to be like, Lord, don't even lay it to their charge? Look, you getting put to death. You about to get the kingdom and everything. You're like, Lord, don't even put it to their charge. They don't know what they're doing.
Love your people.
Messiah did the same thing.
Yeah,
Messiah did the same thing. You understand? Forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing. They were talking about and look, in both cases, they were talking about the wicked of their own people. Because your people get at you behind this, boy. You feel me? It's like now, you know, oh, you think you a Muslim, you reading the Bible, look, that's nothing to endure. You understand? Wait till you start being betrayed and handed over
by your own people.
By your own people to the government.
Because you expect it from your enemies. You don't expect it from your own people.
Yeah. Because your people may not be ready for that.
A lot of people don't.
Don't even mean they don't love you. It's just like that. Like your mindset is too radical for them. They don't mean your mama don't love you. You dig? But she don't know nothing about FEMA in her face. Like, where your son at? He heavy into that Bible. You know what I'm saying? She don't know nothing about none of that. She in her air conditioning, chilling. You dig? Enjoying her life, watching her shows, and do. Hit the door and hey, I'm looking for your son. Who? Which one? The one that's heavy into that Bible. You feel me? And she may just give you up. You don't want no problems or nothing. I don't know what's going on. They don't even mean she don't love you. She's just not ready. Her mind can't even take it as far as you already went.
It won't process.
Yeah, you feel me? Well, I mean, that's the type of life it is, man. 2 Timothy
chapter 3, verse 12.
2 Timothy 3 and 12. What does it say?
2 Timothy 3 and 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahawashi shall suffer persecution.
Y'all heard that? If you're going to live godly in Christ, you're going to suffer persecution, man. There's no getting around. Now, they teaching, on Sunday that everything's just smooth, God loves everybody. And as soon as you can get down with them or get quote unquote saved, everything is going to be all right. But this saying the opposite. When you come to the truth, boy, the spiritual war is all the way up.
When I got saved, it was worse than I thought I was doing bad before, man. It was getting me worse. I was praying like, Lord, why is this temptation worse? Like I'm almost seeing worse now, and I'm supposed to be, making a step to do better.
Yeah, right. If you live godly in Christ, you're gonna suffer persecution. That's why I trip out this. That's why he say those that endure to the end get saved. You got to go through all that hell. You feel me? To be given the crown of life. You understand? Like Christ had to go through that. He had to endure. You feel me? All the disciples. If you Google the death of the 12 disciples, it'll blow your mind. All of them died violently. All of them. Matthew died in Ethiopia. I think they hung that brother. Peter got nailed to a cross. Paul did. John the Revelator, they feathered him, threw him off a roof. He ain't died. So they banned him to Alcatraz.
Which one did they behead?
John the Baptist.
Yeah.
His head was beheaded. John the Revelator was banned to the island of Patmos, which was Alcatraz. That's where he caught the vision for Revelation.
They're gonna get you to thinking, what was these brews saying to get them killed like this?
Yeah.
Were they speaking with these pastors and speaking in this church?
Diddly do, neighbors.
Everybody love him. What was they saying?
Like Flanders.
Was they talking?
Ned Flanders' spirit.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Google the death of the 12 disciples. It's gonna give you name, location, and how they died. When I first seen it, I was like, dang. It's all 12 of his disciples. You feel me?
We know about Judas.
Yeah. Everybody else died violently too. I'm talking about disciples like that you don't even read about, like Bartholomew, Andrew. All of them died by every last one of them because they held the truth. You feel me? But they spent the rest of their life spreading the truth. So even if you killed them, they had students and everything out of them. They kept it going. That's why it's important that brothers get together and teach sisters too. Because you never know when we exit about her. You never know. But once somebody got it, it's a wrap. Yeah. So all those who live godly in Christ shall suffer persecution. That's a shall.
That's a promise.
That's you gonna go through it.
A promise. That's a promise. A guarantee. Guarantee.
Yeah, people gonna flip on you, your loved ones, call you in the coat, nigga, you crazy. Here come Moses.
Yeah.
They're gonna start joning on you,
Been lied.
Yeah. That's that thing around your head.
I was just on the Dollar Tree earlier today.
Yeah.
But not. And I guess I left my wallet in the car. I said, hey, let me go to my wallet car. I guess I held up the line. I didn't know the lady was gonna wait on me. I thought she was gonna just throw my stuff to the side. I guess I held the line. But OG was mad. He's like, oh, make sure he ain't got no weapons, no bombs. No. I was like, oh boy, if you only knew, I'm strapped like a Mexican man. If you only knew. But he was trying to be funny and stuff like that. But I let it slide. He said it. But it's all good.
They already be knowing.
That's all good.
All right, Ak, you got the Acts 14, 19.
The book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 19.
That's one to show that persecution is part of it. You understand? Nothing to be afraid of, though. If you being persecuted for righteousness, you understand? Not because you've been robbing and jacking was right. You actually supposed to be rejoicing.
Yeah.
Like, I must be doing something right. I could dang. You feel me? Like, they coming to me hard to pay. You dig? Like, come on, Hebrew.
And there came thither certain Jews from Antioch and Iconium, who persuaded the people, and having stoned Paul, drew him out of the city, supposing he had been dead.
So this brother Paul, Shaul, everybody loved Paul in the Sunday church. You don't know, Paul got stoned. They saw him expire, give up his last breath. They thought he was dead. Thought he was dead right there. I thought everybody loved sweet old Jesus. Like, why is it that these brothers who actually were teaching the true message were being stoned?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That means everybody didn't like them. Like everybody liked Creflo Dollar Day. Everybody didn't like them.
Yeah.
They're like, here he come again. Dang.
Boy.
Talking about this truth.
Ain't had no fun here around.
You feel me? And they in the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire ruling. And they in there like, look, man, the Messiah is king. That's treason. That'll get you killed.
Right.
Because Caesar was king in Rome.
Right.
And you like, look, no, Christ is king. Right? And I'm talking about in a society, not, see, today you got freedom of religion, so-called, where you can be a witch living next door. But you talking about in a society where if the wrong person heard you say something, you can be put to death that day. You understand?
Like being in North Korea.
Yeah, North Korea. Or Yemen somewhere. You feel me? Africa somewhere. You did?
Still stoned.
And brothers still had to stand up for what was real. So they stoned this brother outside the city. They thought he was dead. What else to say about it?
Howbeit, as the disciples stood round about him, he rose up and came into the city, and the next day he departed with Barnabas to Derbe.
See, so he continued to do the works like getting shot, speaking the truth, right? Now, how many of y'all will fall back? You shot, everybody think you dead. You actually end up living, right? He get up, and he like, hey, I still got work to do. I'm finna go preach the word over here in Derby. He ain't making an excuse and say, see, you out there teaching that Bible. Right. That's why you got shot, boy. You see? That wasn't no excuse to stop. That made him go even harder. These was real men. You understand? You ain't got that for the most part today. These men, I'm talking about life all the way on the line. Even if they got killed, you understand? They still was with it. All right? That's what the Most High is looking for. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
And when they had preached the gospel to that city, and had taught many, they returned again to Lystra and to Iconium and Antioch.
So he go back to the same spots where those men stoned him at. So he go back and look the very men in the face that stoned him. Still preaching the same thing.
Hey, look, that's real G right there.
Yeah. Salute. Like you salute somebody like that, man. You dig? And it's crazy. And the brother tell you he an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. That's all throughout the Bible.
That's like
they guys think Paul was a white man. He said, man, I'm an Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. Romans the 11th chapter. Romans the 9th chapter. He a straight bruh. He was, matter of fact, Paul was mistaken for an Egyptian in Acts the 21st chapter. I thought he was an Egyptian. He said, I'm a Hebrew. Egyptians are Africans, right? Oh, wait. Dang, that's in this Bible? What else to say about Bible? Bro say, Van Coates. He said, where y'all at Nap Town? What barbershop? Y'all know that, brother?
Van Coates.
Yeah, brother named Van Coates right there.
38th and Michigan. Martin Luther King.
38th and MLK.
3736.
3736. They say pull up. What it do?
Keep your head up, barbershop.
Keep your head up, barbershop.
Next to the Dairy Queen.
Next to the Dairy Queen. That's what we get.
Cross from Crown Hill.
Cross from Crown Hill. What else we got to say? Cross from the cemetery.
I don't know that.
You gone, Hebrew? May the Most High be with you.
I'll see you tomorrow, bro.
Y'all willing. Y'all willing, he bro.
Love, man. Be safe
I
out
love,
here.
brother. And the most I be with you. All right, be safe out there, brother. Yes, sir. Y'all willing to see y'all tomorrow? All right, all right.
I'm gonna do what I do though.
Yeah.
I gotta get my plantation, man.
Yeah.
You need this spot out, man.
You need that take it.
Much love, man. Much love.
May the most I be with you, brother.
Pleasure to meet you,
Yeah,
brother.
likewise. Likewise, all right.
Be safe out here.
Shalom, ma.
Pray for me as I pray for you.
Shalom.
And bruh say, bruh say the prophets are way more gangster than these wicked pastors are. You ain't lying.
Exactly.
You ain't lying. You brothers
Because look, you got to think. That's like you get into with
All right, for
somebody.
sure, man. I see y'all
They
brothers
shot you in
tomorrow.
the
Shalom,
head.
shalom.
Yeah.
You live,
yeah,
you gonna go right back to the same club and look them in the face.
yeah,
Man, that's rough.
Preach the good news.
yeah,
And do
Yeah,
the same thing that provoked the last time again.
yeah. I'm talking about, hey, bruh,
They look
that'll make your heart fall out your chest. You be like, boy, I thought I killed this.
Yeah.
And you look up and he right outside, bro. He right outside the door teaching. Like now, everybody be looking like, what?
Jimmy Combs, we thought we killed you. It's Sicario too. It's Sicario too. They shot dude in the head and he came back and looked at the guy that shot him at the end.
Yeah, God.
And he looked like, oh man, that's couldn't believe.
Yeah, real talk, huh? All right, where we at about it?
Man, we are at Acts 14, chapter 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith.
So he had to confirm how many souls were still down with the truth. Because remember, he just about got killed. So when you see tribulation coming on a level like that, a lot of people fall back. So we had to confirm the number of the disciples, and he had to exhort or encourage them. Continue in this faith, man. You understand? I'm still breathing. I'm still doing the work. Everything's stacked against me. Whatever. I'm still out here. All right, go ahead, Op.
And that we must do much tribulation.
Some tribulation.
Do much tribulation.
It's gonna be an easy, smooth ride, JR.
Hell no.
What did it say, Op? Do what?
Do much tribulation. Into the kingdom of your house.
Through much tribulation, we get into the kingdom of God. You see, those that live godly in the Messiah shall suffer persecution. Through much tribulation, we get in.
Life is fair.
You dig? Total different story than what we seeing today, man. We click on the TV and everything's smooth. And you understand? It's real easy to say whatever you're doing when you're not inconvenienced.
Right.
But when you inconvenienced, when the deck is stacked against you, you feel me? Paul even had it to where he had a thorn in his side. And he kept praying to God and said, please take this away from me. Most High, like, you be all right. You be all right for a little season.
Right.
You feel me? But he had a thorn in his side. He called it the messenger of Satan. He's like, man, I'm afflicted. My brother can walk.
He kept on doing the work.
Yeah, but he had to keep doing it.
I don't know what verse it was. It was talking about your weakness and pain is my strength.
Yeah, that's Second Corinthians 11:22-33. He straight go right on in. I'm talking about the whole way. And he's straight bragging on all his tribulation. He like, man, look, I've been stoned.
I've been going.
Like, I've been shot. I've been shipwrecked. I've been beat with rods. I've been whipped.
But I'm still here.
I'm still banging.
Good.
Yeah, for the truth.
For the truth.
So for anybody claim he was a sellout, I said, no, see, y'all don't understand. You mean you sellout? Don't know. Look, if you think something false, you're not about to go through all that.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
Eventually you're gonna be like, hold on, time out, man. I was just playing.
Yeah,
I really didn't mean that. You feel me? What you got all them guillotines outside for? What's all that?
Hey,
I gotta get a whipping.
I'm gonna just backtrack now.
Yeah. If you really ain't about that, but if you really believe something, you be willing to die. And look, this was a vibration way before them Arabs put on dynamite vests. You feel me? Like our forefathers was about this life. We ain't talking about, cowardly when you just blow up and then you just forget everything. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. That ain't our nature anyway. I'm never blowing myself up or setting myself on fire. Yeah. But these brothers were willing to get tortured. You feel me? Through much tribulation. You got Acts 15:26, read 25 and 26.
And a word was bond.
Yeah.
We don't heard, bond. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold our word today, man. Me don't really hold their word today.
That really don't. Yeah, they said it. That's what it is. Yeah. Right? And when think about the ancient world, man, even if you watch something not as ancient, like the Game of Thrones, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you say something out your mouth, you better be about that. Right? Because today you can say something and it'd be considered a little white lie.
Right.
I was just playing. I really didn't mean that. Think about all the entertainers that try to come out and stand up against something they know is wrong, and then the next day they backtrack what they said. I really didn't mean that. See, no, if it came out your mouth, you better be about that.
Took it out
You
of
meant
context.
Yeah, you took it out of context. I really didn't say. I didn't want a homosexual in the locker room with me. What I was saying was.
Lost endorsement. I put them in check real quick.
Yeah.
What you say?
What you say?
Take a little about 2 million from me real
Take
quick.
your endorsements.
Right. What you say? We need a statement. The boy got you back in high school. We need to write a letter.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
The Most High is not playing.
We wrote it for you. Just read it.
Right.
Yeah.
Or we gonna cut your pay.
Right.
The Most High looking for that ancient vibration. That's that vibration we was in and what we totally depended on. It didn't matter. You feel me? Didn't matter. One time Paul was so locked into the Most High, the word viper, snake bit him. He just shook it off and kept going. Everybody was looking like, why he ain't dead yet?
Really?
This man just so locked in with the Most High. He's like, man, look, that ain't nothing. Get this up off me. See? With the bigger our faith, the bigger the miracles. Like if you really, really locked in and believe, miracles happen. Miracles will happen. You know what I'm saying? Some of us actually didn't see them. You'd be like, dang, that was kind of deep there. You feel me? All right. So Acts 15, 25, and 26, and let's get back to 2 Maccabees 7 and read about a lovely woman, a courageous woman in our history. So courageous, I don't even know if we know her name, do we? What is her name mentioned in us? Mother and 7 sons. The mother with 7 sons. That's what we call her. All right, come on, Hebrew. Now we in Acts 15, 25, and 26, and we back to Maccabees.
Acts 15, verse 25. It seemed good unto us, being assembled with one accord, seeing chosen men unto you.
What kind of men?
Chosen men unto you.
Right.
With our beloved Barnabas and Paul. Men that have hazarded their lives for the name of the Mashiach.
You said men have hazarded their lives, meaning they put their neck on the line for the truth. You feel me? And think about it, in the Roman Empire, you saying, look, man, Caesar ain't king, Christ is king. Man, you get your head took off for that. And you boldly saying it? Because the gospel actually goes against Rome. It's anti-Roman. It's actually anti-American. Matter of fact, give me that. Acts 16. Watch this. Acts 16. New Testament still. Acts 16, 19, I think it is, what, 21?
Yeah.
Now watch this. This Paul again, Paul and Silas. And they teaching this gospel so hard, trip off what the Romans say.
Acts chapter 16, verse 19.
What it say?
And when her masters saw that the hope of their gains was gone, they caught Paul and Silas and drew them into the marketplace unto the rulers.
Yeah, so they locked them up and they brought them before everybody. What happened is Paul just cast a demon out this woman that was making money for these heathens. She was messing. She kept driving them until Paul turned around and rebuked the demon up out of her. So when he did that, she was no good to the rulers of the city no more. You did? All right, go ahead.
And brought them to the magistrate.
The judges, go ahead.
Saying, these men, being Jews, do exceedingly trouble our city.
They exceedingly trouble. So the gospel was exceedingly troublesome to this city they was in, which was a Roman province. All right, Rome was ruling the world then. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
And teach customs, which are not lawful for us to receive, neither to observe, being Romans.
See? They teach customs that are not lawful for us to receive nor observe, being Roman.
Like Abaya said, they don't change their God.
Yeah.
See how they hold theirs down? But hold ours down the same way. They hold theirs down, they dead ass wrong.
Yeah. But the gospel, the true gospel, was anti-Rome. It's anti-American. Rome ain't been rebirthed to America. It's anti-American. That's why if you believe in the return of the Messiah, even to FEMA, you are already a terrorist. That even include our people in church. You feel me? Because what the government or what the powers that be have done that we really ain't done is read the prophecies about the day of the Lord. If you read the prophecies about the coming kingdom and all that, America, Russia, China, Iran, I don't care who you talking about, they all know they all going down. Because you're talking about the kingdom of God on this earth, in which Christ gonna be the king, sitting on the throne, right? Well, what does that leave America?
Get down, lay down.
What does that leave Vladimir Putin in Russia? Y'all done heard it before. Every knee shall bow, and every knee shall confess that what? Christ is who? Lord, meaning master.
Right.
That even means Donald Trump.
Right.
That means Vladimir, all the powers that be, they got all their power, will have to get their kneecaps dusty and bow to the real king.
Right.
You see? So they know he coming, and we're not finna hold no emergency United Nations session over this.
Right.
We're not finna be voting.
Right.
He coming to take what's rightfully his, and guess what? Gather his people and give them an inheritance.
Ain't no nuclear warheads, none of that gonna be able to stop.
They're not gonna be able to stop that.
Space force.
They just came up, right? They just came up with a space force. They actually gonna try to fight the Messiah on his way back into this world.
Ignorant people having confidence with these movies like Independence Day.
Yeah,
like somebody can come out the woodwork with a miracle and figure out a way to destroy the Most High and His chariot.
Nah, you devils going down. There's nothing you can do about it.
Ain't no hope.
So they read the prophecies and they know where if there's a kingdom coming, ours is either gonna be in the dust. You feel me? Matter of fact, ain't no either two. It's gonna be in the dust. There will be no close number two to the kingdom of God.
Right.
Like they won't be like, oh, Russia, the kingdom of God is ruling, but Russia is a close number two now.
Nah, none of that.
America is a close number two by, the kingdom of God got America by like that much.
Nah.
No. See, so they know that, well, if there's something foreign from outer space coming to establish something on her, well, that's our enemy. They're going to try to hold on to power as long as they can. You see? As long as they can. They're going to get put down according to the scripture.
Hey, let me say the Kumbaya Christians, the one topic that they can agree on with the truth is homosexuality. That is the one topic that even the most passive, get along believer of the Bible, think everything gonna be harmonious. Yeah. And like that homosexuality when they can't get down with it, and they gonna have to choose them.
Yeah.
Left on the line.
Not when they got directing the choir though.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 7 times out of 10. It's pretty cool.
There's a lot of
doing that. You know what I mean? The director of the choir.
Yeah, because I feel you on that. Like, cause if the laws of God are not being taught or enforced, you feel me? One of the laws of God is a man shall not lie with man as he lie with a woman. It's an abomination. That's in the Old and New Testament. They shall surely be put to death. It's a death sentence.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody get this choir like that.
Right. You keep them collection plates coming.
Yeah.
That money coming in.
All right, so we read the Acts 14, 15. We read the 16 as well. Let's get back to this Maccabees. We're going to finish off with that. We'll get back to the Maccabees. We're going to finish off with that. And this to give our people courage and let them know, stand on the word.
Yeah.
Stand on the word. You did.
Y'all feeling good like the Hebrew should. Get my second win, man.
What happened to y'all, Kelly? What are you on?
Sleep out.
Hey,
you already know. That's what I'm saying. You talking all that madness. Oh, it was all on me.
Hey, Hebrew was up. It was a long drive. They had to make up here.
Yeah. Anyway, but before we left, he was trying to,
Yeah.
I
told him, bro, you need to be Me too.
We all had a long date. You feel me?
Home,
I was about to sit on back, I did with the bruise and more. He like, nah, get on up.
I'm still at work.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? I got my energy back in there. All right, Second Maccabees, Worldwide Family, Second Maccabees, chapter 7. This is basically the last chapter we're gonna go over. We wanted to get something in real quick with the family. And we're gonna do y'all willing we do a class tomorrow, and we're just gonna get it done, man. We up here to work with our brothers and sisters. We got some kingdom music to make tomorrow night.
Streets.
We're here to get it done.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about streets too.
Yeah.
Probably about 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, street 5:30.
Okay.
Street preach like we do.
Yeah.
Get up out of here.
Wheelchair.
Yeah. Now I'm sending y'all out there. I ain't finna be standing up there the whole time. I gotta get myself together. All right, come on. Second Maccabees, the 7th chapter.
2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 1.
Yeah.
It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh.
There it go again. Look, if it's just innocent meat, why are the heathens going so hard to get you to eat that? You feel me? I mean, so hard to the point to where you'll kill. They would kill you if you didn't eat that back then. You see? Today's just running automatic, mama. You feel me? Negro smells some swine, he want it. It's just what it is.
Right.
We used to have to be forced to eat it back then. Now it's just,
Right.
No, it's what it is.
Bacon and ice cream.
Yeah.
Right.
Bacon and ice cream.
Bacon and ice cream.
Yeah.
Bacon and ice cream.
Put a little bacon bits on top of ice cream.
Bacon and ice cream.
That's crazy.
That sounds like
That's that on the commercial.
buried mashed potatoes or something. Yeah.
I seen that on commercial.
I ain't never heard of
I ain't got no cable with nothing. So
I wouldn't put it past nobody. They mix a lot of things together.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
And were tormented with scourges and whips.
Wow.
But one of them that spake first said thus, What wouldst thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die, rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers.
We ready to die than to transgress the laws of our fathers. That's the vibration that's not out here anymore, man. You can be controlled with death because you're not locked in solid with the Most High. You fear man. You feel me? Scripture tell you the fear of man bringeth a snare or a trap. You're not supposed to be afraid of man. He's just a man. All the worst he can do to you is kill you.
Right.
That's it. You understand? Then he gonna have to holler.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead, bro.
Then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot.
Dang, y'all about to fry these brothers? Pans and cauldrons, mama? She said, heat them up. Woof.
Which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first.
You see what he said? Cut his tongue out. Get them pots out. These them Greeks. Everybody love today. I pledged.
Yeah.
I'm a Greek. Boy, these Greeks was pouring out hell on our people, man. He said, get them pans and them cauldrons out. Heat them up. All right, cut his tongue out since he spoke first, since he tough. May he let it be known. Well, I'm going to be ready to die for us. You see that? Ready to die for what it is. Abaya, can you read me, do me solid? Proverbs 29:25, just real quick. Do me a solid. The fear of man bringeth a snare. You're not supposed to be afraid of man. And then do me a solid. I'll do Matthew 10:28.
Okay. You Proverbs 25 and what?
29 and 25, I believe it. 29 and 20. Yeah, 25. Yeah, that's it.
Proverbs what?
29 verse 25.
Okay.
Everybody getting tired.
It's all good.
It's all good. Spirit on.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 25.
Yeah.
The fear of man bringeth a snare.
The fear.
But whoso putteth his trust in Yahweh shall be safe.
You see that? The fear of man bringeth a snare or a trap. But if you put your trust in the Most High, you're safe. Now we need to have that in our mind. I'm down with the Most High God. Now, I don't care. Hell or high water. It don't even matter to me. So what's going on? I'm riding with the Most High. Right? I'm not afraid of man. The worst he can do to you is kill you.
Right.
You understand? And if you righteous in what you're doing, you need to kill you. You get a red carpet entrance into the kingdom of heaven.
Let's go ticket.
Yeah, that's a good punch your ticket. In other words, he's doing you a favor.
You get killed for preaching this word.
Yeah.
Boy, following his commandments before you first got it.
Yeah.
You say to death is gain.
Yeah.
Death is gain to us.
Many seek the rule of favor, but every man's judgment cometh from Yahweh.
Straight up.
An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is abomination to the wicked.
You see that? The righteous are an abomination to the wicked are an abomination to us. Right? That's what we seeing in this story we read. They like, man, we'll die for you. You an abomination to us. Heard nothing about what you talking about. You see? Matthew 10:28, second witness for me.
And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. So rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body.
In other words, fear God. Don't fear man. The fear of man bringeth a snare. You feel me? You controllable at that point.
What verse was that?
That was Matthew 10:28. Let's get on back to this Maccabees. Y'all enjoying this story?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All praises, glory, and honor to the Most High.
2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 4 again. Which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body.
Wow, so all his limbs, arms, legs, everything. All right, go ahead.
The rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. Now, when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire and to be fried in the pan.
So cutting out his tongue wasn't enough? Cutting out his arms and legs wasn't enough? He said he's still alive? Throw him over there in that frying pan, that cauldron. You see how? Yeah, I'm saying. You see how? You see the extreme that the enemy was willing to go to make you flip on your God. Yeah. But our love for our God trumps anything, even death, fear of death. You feel me? Somebody right there at the door. That's probably the Ak that said he was coming. Shalom, Ak. Shalom, shalom. Shabbat shalom. How you doing, Hebrew? Y'all good? Yeah. He like, man, look, I'm in that. Where y'all at? Hallelujah. Ak Van Coach in the house. Bruce said he was coming. He done pulled on up. Yeah. Like, where y'all at? I'm gonna pull up. Yeah. Hallelujah. He said good and straight. Yeah.
I'm right down the street up there at 62nd.
Hallelujah.
You right by me.
Hallelujah. You right by the bros. Ak Ed out of Naptown. That's Mikael. Yeah, that's Mikael. He on the barbershop right here.
Okay.
All right. So all praise. You guys are Ak Duell from St. Louis, Abaya, Indianapolis. This is Ak Ed Mama right here. Mama. All right. You got J.O. I forgot my Ak name right here. Stan.
Stan right there.
Yeah. All praise, bro. All right. So we in they say on the chat too. They say Shabbat Shalom on the chat.
Oh, that's
yeah, he done came in the building.
He pulled up.
Yeah.
Real men ain't never been scared of real men.
That's right.
He pulled right up.
Hopefully y'all brothers can exchange contact information, start building even more. I'll pray. So look, we in 2 Maccabees, 7th chapter. All right. So it wasn't enough. They cut his tongue out. They cut his arms and his legs off. He was still alive. And that heathen said, wait, throw him over in that frying pan. Wow. Come on, Hebrew.
And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus.
See, so with the mama to die manfully. So the first brother just got killed. You feel me? So you would thought that they would have saw that and been like, oh no, let's just do what Master say. Calm down, eat the swine, let's all go home.
Right.
Play our Xbox.
Nah.
Watch our Fire Stick, right?
Nah.
Let's pretend that
right. They just killed my brother.
Yeah.
We all about to die today.
Yeah. But they did that even when so-called slavery. Yeah. You feel me? Called breaking the buck. The heathens do heathens are straight. Get the strongest man. His pregnant wife out there, his children. That heathen will spread you out. Tie your hands to a tree, tie your legs to a tree. The master will come out there and penetrate you. It's called breaking the buck.
Yep.
You see how diabolical, you feel me? The extreme measures someone is willing to go to make you submit to them and go against the Most High. Right? We got to be ready to rock at any moment, to be like, look, I don't fear man, I fear the Most High. And I ain't going against them. I don't care how extreme you get. That's the vibration that's being rebirthed back into this earth in these last hours. Brothers and sisters standing up. You understand? All right.
And he shall be comforted in his.
That's right. Come on.
So when the first was dead after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair,
they scalped him. See that? Wow. Come on.
They asked him, wilt thou eat? before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? But he answered in his own language and said, no.
Or in Hebrew, la'ah.
La'ah.
No is universal. Yeah, no. La'ah. Even in pain. He just got scalped. Just got scalped. But he was locked in. I ain't going against the Most High. You better get your licks off now. Better get them off now. Come on, Hebrew.
Wherefore he also received the next torment in order, as the former did. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life. But the King of the world shall raise us up.
Shall do what?
Raise us up.
They believed in the resurrection. See that? They believed in the resurrection. The King of this world shall raise us up. We may die a physical death right now, but there's a resurrection coming.
Yes, sir.
See that? Come on, Hebrew.
Who have died for his law.
Woo!
Unto everlasting life.
Abide. Do me Daniel 12 real quick about the resurrection. Give me Daniel 12. Give me Daniel 12 and Duel. Do me John 5, 28 and 29. They knew about the resurrection. They like, look, you get your licks off now, we'll be back. Yeah, we'll be back for some get back.
Daniel 12 what?
Daniel 12, 1 and 2.
The book of Daniel, chapter 12, chapter 1.
Chapter 12, verse 1.
Chapter 12, verse 1.
1 and 2. All right.
And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
Michael was an angel, not an archangel. I heard of Michael before. You know what I'm saying? The time gonna come where the Most High will give him an order and handle some business. All right, go ahead, bro.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book of life.
He said it's gonna be the worst time since there ever had been a nation. And at that time, thy people, the Israelites, shall be delivered. Everyone found written in the book of life. That's Old Testament speaking about the book of life in Revelation. See, it link all up. It's one solid book. It's saying the same thing, resurrection. But the worst times in earth are coming. Like we going through them now, but the worst is gonna get worse. We're saying the time coming, Most High gonna be like, he gonna make a move in the spirit, the spiritual realm, and it's gonna manifest right in front of us. You understand? And your people gonna be delivered. Every one of us that's in the book of life shall be delivered. All right, come on, Hebrew.
And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Some to everlasting life, and some to everlasting contempt.
And some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Yeah,
resurrection. Moses say, many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Right? So those that are dead shall awake. Some to everlasting life and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Give me a second witness on that, John 5. John 5, 28 and 29, if you can.
Again, just proving the resurrection. You go through a resurrection every time you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, that as well. It's a foreshadow. You be almost dead every time you wake up in the morning. Sleep is the cousin of death.
I found that out today.
Yeah. Your breath smell like the bottomless pit. You feel me? You got boogers all in your eyes. That's rigor mortis. Like, yeah.
That we talked about it.
Yeah.
It was said at the funeral today.
Yeah.
Like he said it.
Yeah, you do. You wake up in the morning, be having boogers all in your eyes and all that. That's what form around dead people's eyes. It's called rigor mortis. You almost die every night. You go to sleep. And you wake up stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Hebrew.
John 5, we start at 25. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God, and they that hear shall live. For the Father hath life in himself, so hath he given to the Son to have life in himself.
That's right.
And have given him authority to execute judgment, also because he is the Son of Man. 28. Marvel not at this, for the hour is coming in which all that are in the grave shall hear his voice, and shall come forth.
And shall come forth. Yeah.
they that have done good unto the resurrection of life.
Right.
And they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation.
To evil, to the resurrection of damnation, or shame and everlasting contempt that he read in Daniel 12th chapter. See, link up, man. A lot of people try to act like the old new is different. It's they witnesses of each other. They link right up. If you know how to piece them together, you're deadly with this right here. You understand? You can be, it don't matter where you land on this earth, you can be spitting this. You feel me? And raising your people up. No matter where you land. You know what you're doing with this right here? Yeah. Even in the book of Eli, the wicked cat wanted the Bible.
Yeah.
Because he knew I can control. It's a source of energy. I can control the minds of the masses. Yeah, I want that book right there. But then Eli had it too. Was righteous. Walking in faith and everything. You feel me? And he went to war too. Right? Showing you if it's in the wrong hands, it's deadly. You feel me? When it's in the right hands, the Israelites, it was given to us. It wasn't given to nobody else. When the word is in the right hands, you feel me? Now we talking. Now we talking. You didn't let somebody who was never given this dictate to you what it's saying.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You got all type of madness going on out here. You feel me? Like, dang, what is going on? It wasn't given to them anyway. It's given to you. All right. Are we back in 2 Maccabees? 2 Maccabees 7. What verse you in?
2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 10. After him was the third made of mocking stock. And when he was required, he put out his tongue. And that right soon, holding forth his hands, man.
You know, since you in the tongue cutting business, he put his tongue out and his hands. Go ahead. Handle your business. What you waiting on? Come on, Hebrew.
And said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them. And from him I hope to receive them again.
You know, I got these from heaven. You dig? And if I gotta lose these for the laws of the Most High, bring it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, come on.
Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pain.
He like, man, whatever you talking about. Right? Just a little pain, that's it.
Right.
All right, come on.
Now, when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner.
Well, these heathens was not playing.
So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good being put to death by me.
It is, hold on, it's bad.
It is good.
It is who?
It is good.
It is sad.
It is good.
Come on.
Being put to death by me. To look for hope from Yah, to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
He let it be known. Heathen, you done. When we talk about eternal life, you're not going to get none of that. You understand? Because for one, you're getting that the Most High's chosen people, which are considered the apple of his eye. It's like you poking God in his eye.
His favorite.
I trip off this. This your son right here. Can somebody be cool with you but hate your son? No. No. I got short leggers. A whole bunch of them. You understand? Look, you can't be enemies with my babies and you think that we cool. No, it's static.
And you ain't gonna do nothing, man.
Yeah.
Man, you right there, you pow, and you ain't gonna get
man, please. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? We got major problems if you got a problem with my children. So we are God's children. You better believe it. You better believe it. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 15. Afterward, they brought the fifth also and mangled him.
Yeah.
Then looked he unto the king and said, thou hast power over me. Thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt. Yet think not that our nation is forsaken of Yah.
Yeah.
But abide a while and behold his great power, how he will torment thee and thy seed.
You and your children gonna be tormented for this evil you doing. And that lets you know whatever you do affects your children. Your children's children's children. Whatever you do, whether it be righteousness or whether it be wickedness. You understand? They call it the what kind of effect is that? When you skip a rock in a pond or whatever, and see the waves drift all the way over to the other side.
Ripple effect.
Ripple effect. That's what they call it. That's either, man, your actions directly influence or affect your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. Either wickedness or righteousness. Feel me? So we should be aiming our best to be righteous right now. And our children getting that vibration to where your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, you feel me? That ripple effect will be righteous, not evil. You understand? All right, come on, bro.
After him, also they brought the sixth, who being ready to die said, be not deceived without a cause, for we suffer these things for ourselves, having sinned against our power. Therefore, marvelous things are done unto us.
He's like, this only happening because we went against the Most High. That's it. Don't think you got some type of power. Same thing the Messiah told Pilate. You ain't got no power what my Father gave you. I can summon legions of angels right now. And in the mouth. You see? Same thing these young men are saying. They like, look, man, don't think you got no type of power.
Right.
This only happening because of us going against the Most High. All right, but we willing to suffer for it to gain great in the end. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 19.
Yeah.
But think not thou that takest in hand to strive against Yah, that thou shalt escape unpunished.
All praises. Come on.
But the mother was marvelous above all.
Here we go, mama. This is what I want you to hear. The mama, she got 7 sons, right? This script says she was more marvelous above all. She was more courageous than all her sons.
Yeah, she seen her 7 sons die before her eyes.
Yeah. They said she was more. They said she was more courageous. And some of these little jokers wasn't playing. They getting scalped, arms cut off, tongues cut off, everything. They said, but the mama, thrown in the frying, the cauldron, but the mama wasn't no joke. More courageous than all. Come on.
But the mother was marvelous above all and worthy of honorable memory.
That's right.
For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she buried with a good courage because of the hope that she had in Yahweh.
Now that's think about her mindset, psychology, study of the mind. You did like that'll destroy somebody. You see one child murdered, let alone 7.
Yeah.
You talking about man or woman.
Right.
You saw your children murdered right in front of your eyes. That's gonna play on your mind some way, shape, form, or fashion. She saw this how solid she trusted in the Most High. She saw 7 of her sons murdered in the space of one day. And it says because she trusted in the Most High, you understand, she took it with a good courage. Because in her mind, she knew we suffering for doing what's right. Well, that means and what's to come, we got a major inheritance. And that take for somebody to really be spiritually discerned to where you like, this ain't the end. This just this is carnal flesh. You feel me? This ain't nowhere near the end. So if you know my inheritance is everlasting, glorious, incorruptible, then what you talking about? Taking away something temporary? You feel me? Why I can sprain my ankle? You feel me? Why I can, you feel me, break my arm? What are you talking about? Why I could throw out my hip and my shoulder. His body is weak. It's corruptible. It's temporary. The mama like, look, she took that hard. You understand? Now, we done been through a lot of psychological trauma with our sojourn here in America. To see one child murder do you a lot of damage, but to see 7 in one day and all of them was courageous. All of them was like, man, we ready to die. Let's get it. It lets you know how they was trained up.
Yeah.
You understand?
Not raised.
Trained. She went over like, baby, I'm your mama. Just eat the pork.
Nah, she wasn't like that.
Come on home. I'll give you a bath. You can eat your favorite cereal.
Nah.
No, I wasn't none of that. Stand on the word. Wow. Come on, Hebrew.
Yeah. She exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach.
Her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She didn't allow her emotion to override what was real. See that? Womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. Women are more emotional than men. You understand? But she couldn't let her emotions block her from doing what was right. Come on, now.
She said unto them, I cannot tell how ye came into my womb.
Wow.
For I neither gave you breath nor life. Neither neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you.
Yeah, like, you know, because that's a miracle every time you have a baby. Every time a child is, that's a miracle. You feel me? A heartbeat formed first.
Yeah.
And behind a heartbeat, everything else will grow. You talking about a nervous system, a immune system, fingers, you feel me? Eyes, brains, everything. Well, she's like, look, I don't know how all that happened. I mean, I know I laid down with my husband in that job, but I don't know how your fingers grew.
Exactly.
I don't know how your spinal cord grew. I don't know how your toes grew. Yeah, how did you get a brain? Where did that come from? Like everything formed off a beat, rhythm? Wow. All right, come on, Hebrew.
But doubtless, the creator of the world, who formed the generation of men and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake.
You see that? Breath and life again. You'll be resurrected. You feel me? You got a physical body and a spiritual body. He tell you that in 1 Corinthians 15. You have spiritual bodies. All right? Come on, Hebrew.
24. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised, and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech.
It is. Come on.
Whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would make him both a rich and a happy man if he would turn from the laws of his fathers, and that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with affairs.
Now you down to the baby boy, youngest boy. Look, man, I'll make you a rich man, man. You feel me? I'll be your friend. He even did some oaths. He said, I swear by my gods.
Right.
You all good. Like you just saw 6 of your brothers killed, man. Like, come on, let's work something out. Huh? Let's make a deal. Yeah. Crazy, right? Come on.
Verse 25.
Yeah.
But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life.
Yo, get on over and counsel your son. Save his life. He ain't got a dime to make him rich. All right? You be taken care of, mama. Youngest boy be taken care of. Counsel your son. Right? No need for any more blood to be shed, right? Okay, come on.
And we, oh my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up unto this age, and endured the troubles of education. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that Yahweh made them of things that were not.
Oof.
And so was mankind made likewise.
Straight up. Visible things were made by invisible. That's what he's saying. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Fear not this tormentor.
Do what?
Fear not this tormentor.
Come on.
But being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death.
Do what?
Take thy death.
You say, baby, I'm your mama. Come on.
Take thy death.
Take thy death. Come on.
That I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brother.
Hallelujah.
While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for?
Who you wait for? Come on.
I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moshe.
That's right. Come on.
And thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shalt not escape the hands of Yahweh.
See that? I love that right there. Mischief against the Hebrews. You will not escape the hands of the Most High. Woo! Come on.
For we suffer because of our sins. And though the living Elohim, or the living Lord, be angry with us a little while for our chastising and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servant. But thou, O godless man.
What kind of man?
Godless man.
Yeah, a heathen. A devil, right? Go ahead.
And of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hands against the servants of the Most High. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of Almighty Elohim, who seeth all things. For our brethren, who have suffered a short pain, are dead under Yah's covenant of everlasting life.
Yeah, he like, they straight. They good. They died in the truth. They stood on it. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
But thou, through the judgment of Yahweh, shalt receive just punishment for thy pride.
That's right.
But I, as my brethren,
Most High with us, man. I see you
tomorrow. Most High with us.
Verse 37.
Yeah.
But I, as my brethren,
all right, brother.
offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching Yah that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou, by torments and plagues, mayest confess that he alone is the Most High Yah.
You know what you say? By torments and plagues. Really, the Most High put it on you. Straight put it on you. You've been getting at his children too. Torments and plagues. The Most High beat you down till you confess. Same thing happened to Nebuchadnezzar. He sent him to the field for 7 years and gave him the mind of an animal until he confessed it is the Most High God that set above kingdoms and put man over the rule. He thought he did it himself. He said, am I not Nebuchadnezzar?
Right.
Haven't not my hand did all this?
Yeah.
That very hour, Most High took his mind from him, gave him the mind of an animal. And going out there in that field. He was out there for 7 years. You understand? Once he finally confessed, in the grave, and once he finally confessed that the Most High was God, he was giving back his kingdom.
Okay.
He restored him. But he had to beat him down and let him know, look, I'm the one that set up kingdoms. I'm the one that dropped kingdoms. You ain't got nothing to do with this. Come on, bro.
Verse 38. In that in me and my brethren, the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon all our nation, may cease.
Hallelujah.
Then the king, being in a rage, handled him worse than all the rest, and took it grievously that he was mocked.
The baby boy got handled worse than all the other cruelties we heard on all the other brothers. Baby boy got the worst. Go ahead.
So this man died undefiled.
Woo!
And put his whole trust in Yod-Heh-Wahed.
That's right.
Last of all, after the sons, the mother died.
Wow. So the mama had to take death too. Come on.
Let this be enough now to have spoken concerning the idolatrous feast and the extreme torture.
Y'all see that? But you see, the level that they went to get us to go against the Most High was not strong enough. And it could be the same even in this hour. You understand? We have to be stronger in our belief in the Most High than our fear of death. You feel me? We got to be strong in our belief in the Most High than our desire for lust. We got to be strong, man. You know, you understand? It just is what it is. Jacob's trouble. Just do me that real quick. Jeremiah 30. Jeremiah 30, Jacob. It is the day of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. There ain't no getting around it. We gonna go through it. But in the end, we win. Yeah, Jeremiah 30, y'all. Jeremiah 30, we're gonna read verses 4 through 7. We're gonna close out.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 4. And these are the words that the Most High spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah.
Come on.
But thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
Not of peace. Trouble is coming. Come on.
Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail?
You feel me? Like a woman giving labor. What men acting like women folk giving labor? Come on.
And all faces are turned into paleness.
Come on.
Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Come on.
but he shall be saved out of it.
That's a promise. Y'all see that? That's a promise from the Almighty. It's the time of Jacob's trouble. We done read about some of Jacob's trouble in the Apocrypha as a foreshadowing of what's coming. But the promise is what? We shall be saved out of it. You understand? We got a promise from the Almighty. We good. That's why more than ever we need to be focused on being obedient to the Most High, following His way, following the Messiah as the example. You understand? Because in the end, we get saved about all this hell. Then we got a kingdom to run. You understand? A planet to rule. You feel me? And that, look, I don't want to miss out on that, man. I just, don't want to miss out on that. Yeah, 1,000-year millennial. That's coming too. Yeah. Yes. All praises, glory, and honor. And to the Worldwide Assembly, if y'all got some understanding, we about to close on out. If y'all got some understanding, put a 7 up in the chat group. If y'all got some understanding, give us a 7. All praises, glory, and honor. They say an excellent read, knockhead.
All praise the Most High. All praise.
All praise the Most High is only begotten. And dig. Everybody throwing 7s. Everybody throwing 7s. Hallelujah. All right, y'all. So look, we about to close on out. All praises, glory, and honors. The Brews about to get us some sleep. Get up in the morning, link back up with the Bros. You understand? And do it all over again. You got some kingdom music to make tomorrow evening. Reverend already, let that go down. And this is what we do, man. We travel and we link up with the Most High's people. And we teach His word, raise up His flock. You understand? We got next. All praises, glory, and honor. Everybody throwing 7s up in this deal. All right, y'all. We about to close on out. May the Most High be with y'all as He be with us. Long live the King.
Yahoo.
Y'all know what it is. Strap up a backup, man. Yahoo.
Yahoo.
And Mama over there like, Yahoo. That's right, Mama. That's right, Mama. That's what we talking about.
Yeah.
All praises.
Got a lot out of it. Thank you.
All praise to the Most High. That was
Be there tomorrow.
yeah,